Amsoil Dominator Coolant Boost. Does it actually lower engine temperatures up to 25 degrees and reduce engine wear with faster warm-up times? We're about to find out. As you can see, we've placed several thermostats on the upper and lower radiator hoses. Now, we'll start off by taking a reading for each thermostat on the radiator hoses. 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the lower radiator hose and 72 degrees Fahrenheit for the upper radiator hose. Also 72 degrees for the lower radiator hose, as we have a second thermostat on it as well. Now we'll start the engine up. Once we reach 100 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll begin the timer. Before using Amsoil Dominator Coolant Boost, we've reached just over 5 minutes at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, if you want the full negative 25 degree Fahrenheit drop, you'll have to be running straight water. However, if you're running a antifreeze mix, you'll be able to get about half of that. Just make sure to follow the manufacturer's recommendations. Guys, what do you think? Is it even possible to have a faster warm-up with a lower overall temperature? 15 minutes and 38 seconds to reach 142 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, 153 degrees Fahrenheit for the maximum temperature for the coolant mix. Let's go ahead and check out the upper radiator hose. 148 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, let's go ahead and lower the temperature by turning off the engine and letting it rest. I want to make sure the testing conditions are exactly the same before we used and after using the Amsoil. Now you can see we're using a fan to help cool the engine off. We don't want to wait all day until it's cold and have different test results. We'll take a look at the claims and directions. Improves heat transfer for increased horsepower and reliability, compatible with all water sources and radiators. Confirm the cooling system is full when engine is off and cool. Add an appropriate amount of Dominator Coolant Boost in the radiator. Start engine, turn heat on high and run for 15 minutes. In straight water applications, add 2 ounces of coolant boost per quart. In antifreeze mixtures, add 1 ounce of coolant boost per quart of antifreeze. As you can see, it even claims to shorten engine warm-up times. Now we have an 8-quart antifreeze mix, so we'll be using 8 ounces of this Amsoil Dominator fluid. Let's go ahead and remove our radiator cap so we can get started with this following test. So, is your car overheating? Do you think this Amsoil Dominator Coolant Boost will actually help it? Well, that's what I'm hoping to find out. So if you guys have an old clunker that maybe you're just trying to get by on and you don't want to fix the radiator, or maybe you have a high performance application that you want to use this in, or even living in a hot climate, this could come in really handy, guys. So I'm ready to find out, does this stuff actually work? For this Amsoil Dominator Coolant Boost, you don't even need a measuring cup, because they actually show on the side of the bottle in ounce increments. This way you'll be able to use it without having to pour into something else. One of the biggest problems, even with oil changes, is contaminants. Now, we've just about got our 8 ounces and ready for our following test. Now we have it. We'll go ahead, get this cap back on here. I'm excited to see just how this stuff actually works, or doesn't. Before beginning this part of the test, we allowed the Amsoil to cycle through the cooling system several times. Now we're back down to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out all the thermostats on all of our radiator hoses. We're finally ready for our test. Guys, check this out. I can't believe it. 2 minutes, only half of the warm-up time for this Amsoil Coolant Boost, compared to 5 minutes for the 124 degrees Fahrenheit before. Now, I am a little concerned that the overall temperature will increase, but we'll have to find out. Once again guys, half of the time, 142 degrees Fahrenheit, coming in at 8 minutes. Now it was 15 minutes for the coolant mix. Incredible, absolutely incredible. I still have my concerns. And the maximum temperature we've reached, 147 degrees Fahrenheit, only briefly. Guys, the fan keeps kicking on at this point and it never gets higher than 147, typically 145. So this is a 6-degree decrease from using the coolant mix. Amsoil has actually helped by 6 degrees. Now I told you the coolant mix was only supposed to come down to a 10-degree difference. So I'm really impressed with this one. If you have any experience with this Amsoil coolant boost, please share it with all of us. Let us know. It can help a lot of others in the NIA community. For more information about Amsoil coolant boost, just check the link in the description below. Thanks for watching Nate's Interactive Auto.